This is the esports exclusive, presented by DX Racer.
Hey everyone, Matt and Mathos here to bring you the latest news in esports from the past week. First off, League of Legends World semifinals just around the corner, and all Western teams eliminated after a rough quarterfinals. Misfits fell short to SKT, Cloud9 almost beat World Elite, but instead we got Samsung against World Elite and SKT going up against RNG in the semis.
Yeah, World Elite went absolutely buck. Some really smart picks, some really smart plays, some really smart decision making. Brought it back from a 2-1 deficit, made Cloud9 look like a bunch of fools. SKT on the flip, looking to capture their third World Tournament, which is exceptionally unprecedented.
Very unprecedented. It'd be their fourth if they somehow managed to make that feat happen. But Misfits came awfully close. But the hottest news right now, even though it's not supposed to be out, but Riot just can't keep their information to themselves, the NA LCS. All 10 teams are reported. You got TSM, Cloud9, CLG, Team Liquid, Echo Fox, FlyQuest, a bunch of NBA teams, of course, in the Cleveland Cavaliers, Golden State Warriors, and the Houston Rockets, and then Optic Gaming to wrap it all up.
Yeah, it's crazy, to say the least. 60% of these teams right now have some form of NBA backing, either being purchased outright or, a little bit of money on the back end. And quite frankly, Riot doesn't want to speculate, give us any information, but that's what we're here to do. So why is the NBA getting involved in any of this stuff? Well, they're currently the youngest demographic of viewers in sports right now, at like the average of 42 years of age. They got an insane online presence. They're one of the few leagues that doesn't actually happen to care about people watching their sports online illegally. They have social media presences up the wazoo, and they've already got their fingers dipped in with esports through NBA 2K18 and as well as other side projects here and there. NBA is probably the youngest, hottest prospect for any kind of League of Legends cash money and esports in general. So expect to see this trend last through the rest of the franchise.
And all these NBA teams means goodbye Immortals, who did not make it despite them saying they have a lot of money. But let's not speculate too much on that. League, a very polished game. PUBG, as an esport, not so polished. But it is going to be at IEM Oakland, yet another tournament. We'll see if this one feels a little better than the first.
Oh, fingers crossed. PUBG's tournament at Gamescom left something to be desired. They balanced out the point system totally backwards, letting people stay alive longer, precedented over actually doing something in the game, which led to people hanging around doing nothing for almost 15 minutes. As a result, and due to some fantastic happenstance with a glitchy rock, one gentleman managed to secure $15,000 by just staying alive. The game is fugly. The gas in the first wave does nothing. It incentivizes players to sit there and play a 25-minute scavenger hunt while they're doing absolutely nothing of competitive worth. And then when they're good and ready and the RNG is in their favor, they move on in to take care of whatever 30 people happen to not be so lucky. This game needs serious work, and it needs it soon.
Yeah, I bet you a lot of these players who are in the fighting game community would love to make $15,000 just by getting stuck in a rock, but unfortunately it's a bit more difficult for them. And at DreamHack Denver, it was Team Liquid who pretty much dominated the entire affair.
Now, they not only in the fighting game scene, but Team Liquid went absolutely buck across the board. They were second in Halo 2, first in Smash Bros, and in Street Fighter V. They won the Quake Champions Team League, and their players placed in the top 8 in the singles division. Team Liquid established their dominance in the North American scene.
Yeah, and I mean, Hungry Buck continues to crush in that Smash Bros circuit. ESL won Katowice 2018, announcing that they're going to be spending a lot of money in their upcoming event.
Yeah, copious amounts of cash, in fact. $1.75 million seems to be the tune right now. $1 million going straight up to Dota 2, another $500K for Counter-Strike Go, and $250,000 for the so-called dead game, StarCraft 2. Hopefully, with prize money like this coming back into the game, maybe some buzz coming up with BlizzCon, StarCraft 2 can get back to its former glory.
You never know. And one game that's not making too much noise either right now is Madden, of course. But one of the players did make a lot of noise, not so much with his performance, but with a nice little outburst.
Only a 3-man rush.
Yo, like this game is so gosh darn bad, bro! Oh my gosh! Stop!
He's getting out of his head right now.
Like, this game is so bad!
He's gonna end up in an internet meme if he's not careful.
Yeah, this dude, he had the stereotypical gamer reaction in the privacy of their home, maybe on a headset with your buddies. He hit some pitches that, local dogs perked their ears up and went, oh man, what's going on over here at Madden? Possibly the only species on the planet that actually cares about competitive Madden. But he lost to the man, Skimbo, who eventually won the championship, defending his title from last year. Chaos, meanwhile, immediately got on Twitter after getting thumped, apologized for his behavior. And we're in a weird state of affairs now where players openly admit that they're trying to build themselves a brand and trying to protect the brand of Madden. I can guarantee you your brand is strong with the K9 fans.
It was definitely an uncomfortable scene at that Madden tournament, but what is comfortable, Mathos, are these DX Racer chairs. So if you want one of these bad boys, go to dxracer.com, put in the code SHOTCAUSE and get 15% off of your purchase. For Mathos, I'm Matt, and we'll see you next week.
This is the Esports Exclusive, presented by DX Racer.